In this video, you're going to learn how to connect WordPress to Mailchimp with FuseWP. And the first thing we'll need to go ahead and do is set up our Mailchimp integration. So we'll go to Mailchimp settings and we'll find Mailchimp and click on configure. And all we need to do is click on connect to Mailchimp. And we should see a window asking us to log in. I'm going to enter my credentials and log in. We just want to allow FuseWP to access our account. And just like that, we have connected Mailchimp to FuseWP. So this replaces the process of manually copying and pasting API keys. Now moving on, we're going to create a sync rule to test out our connection. We'll go to FuseWP, then user sync. And here we'll add a new sync rule. And what we're trying to do is sync new WordPress users to our email list. We'll select user roles as the source, and then we'll add a destination. Next, we'll choose our user role. We can use any role or maybe subscriber. Next, we'll select our connection, and that's going to be Mailchimp. And then we'll go ahead and choose our audience. Moving on, I'll add a tag just for segmentation purposes. I'll type REG for registration. Then we can move on to mapping custom fields if we need to. By default, we're mapping first and last name fields to corresponding Mailchimp fields. If you want to, you can always add another field and then go ahead and continue your mapping. So here's a look at some of the available Mailchimp fields. And you can simply click on the X next to a field to remove it. And since we're done, we can save our settings. And then we can go ahead and test out our connection to see if a newly registered user will sync with our email marketing list. Okay, so I'm going to go to a page with a WordPress registration form embedded, and I'll fill out the form with some random information. Next, I'm going to click on Add User. And here's our success message. And now we can go to Mailchimp to see if that user's information was captured. So on the left, we're going to go to audience. And here we'll just wait and refresh until we can see our contact. At times, it could take a few seconds to show up. After refreshing again, we'll see if we can see it. And yes, it's the first contact on this list. All right, so moving on, I'm going to show you how you can sync leads from form submissions to Mailchimp. And we're going to be using WP Forms for our demonstration. Once again, we'll go to user sync. And we'll add a new sync rule. Once again, we'll choose a source, and this time it's going to be WP Forms. I have a newsletter sign-up form, so I'm going to use that. And I'll go ahead and add a destination. The event will be after form submission. And we'll use Mailchimp as our integration. We'll move on and choose our audience. And here I'm going to create a new tag called newsletter in all caps. Now we can map our custom fields, and this time our data section is empty. So we'll need to do our mapping manually. We'll keep our data type and the Mailchimp field as is. So on the left, we'll simply search for our email field. So we're mapping email to email. Now we'll do first name, and the final one will be last name. And that's it. If you want to, you can click on this button to map another field. Simply select your data type, and your Mailchimp field. Now let's remove this. And if you want to, you can always add another destination. So for our example, we won't need this. I'm going to go ahead and delete it. And we'll move on to the top right-hand corner to save our settings. Now in our final step, we're going to go ahead and test out this connection. We'll get a temporary email. And we'll go to a page with our newsletter form embedded. We'll fill it out and submit. And now we can go to Mailchimp to see if our contact was synced. So as we're on our main audience page, I'm just going to go ahead and refresh it. So yes, we can see our contact on the list. It's John Carwen. All right, so now you know how to connect WordPress to Mailchimp using FuseWP. Thanks for watching and see you next time.